All right, welcome to the Tuesday night myEcon online marketing system training. My name is June Collier, and I will be your host for this evening. As you're getting started, if you're brand new to the call, you will have a menu bar across the top. One looks like a little speak icon. If you click on that icon, you can type in any questions, any comments as we go along tonight. From time to time, I will stop to read your questions and answer your questions. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to create a capture page using the online marketing system. Now, in order to create your own capture pages, you'll have to have the elite version if you want to create your own capture pages. But we're going to go through the capture page creation tonight. If you have any questions, whether it be with the capture pages or something else with the system, feel free to type in your questions or speak up, and we will get your questions answered. Let me see if I can mute out these chimes as well. Give me one quick second. I'm going to mute these chimes out so that we know we can get the full effect of this. Let me mute these chimes out real quick. All right, so we should have the chimes all muted out, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, we're going to be talking tonight about how to create capture pages using the online marketing system. The online marketing system comes in two versions. You have a pro version and an elite version. The pro version has capture pages that are already created that you can just plug and play and begin to use. The elite version is a step up. It's $6 more, but it gives you the opportunity to create your own capture pages, create all of your own autoresponder follow-ups, and do a lot more with the elite version. So tonight we're just going to be going through how to create these capture pages. Now, as we go through creating these capture pages, there's a couple of things that you need to know that you're going to need. So the first thing when you're creating a capture page, and even if you're not creating a capture page, because with the pro version, if you're a pro user, you can still add more emails to your campaigns. So we've got capture pages already created. There's usually 3 to 4 emails that have already been pre-written, but maybe you want to add more. Maybe you want to edit those messages. Maybe you want to change those messages altogether. You're going to be able to go in and create email follow-up messages. And we're going to share that with you tonight so you'll know exactly how to do that. But you need to have messages that people start to receive when they opt into your campaign. So you want to make sure that you create some email follow-up messages. Also, you may want video. Now today, most people use videos as part of their capture page. So we want to create some videos or have videos available for your capture page. Background image. We can use background images. We can use motion images. I may choose to do both of those tonight so that you can actually see what those actually do. And then finally, if you're going to be promoting your capture page on Facebook, you're going to need an image that you want to promote on Facebook. So when they click through that image, it goes to your capture page. So those are going to be the things that you're going to be needing for your capture page, and we're going to go through those tonight. The next thing that we're going to talk about is we want to talk about what a capture page is. If you've never been exposed to a capture page, I want to talk about a capture page versus a landing page. A lot of times you'll hear capture page, squeeze page, landing page. You hear all of these terms, and they can be quite confusing. And so a capture page is also known as a squeeze page or an opt-in page. And what a capture page, squeeze page, or opt-in page is it is a page that is designed to capture your contact information. So as you can see in this example, this is a picture where the video goes there in the center of the page, but over to the right-hand side, right under the red arrow, the person would put their email address and their name. Now, this is very important because once you have captured the email address, you now can follow up with that person on an ongoing basis using a tool called an autoresponder. So you can set up your autoresponder to follow up with that person for forever if you want to. You can just set it up when, once a week or once a month or every 6 weeks, you're sending them an email and following up with them. See, the key to your success is in the follow-up. And a lot of times people are not going to move on the first time that they hear about your business. It may take 6 or 7 times for them to hear about your business. And the power with having their email address is now you have the power to continuously follow up with them over a long period of time so that you are the person that they think of when they're ready to make a move. A landing page. A landing page is where a person goes once they have given you their information. So see, this capture page, you are promising them something. And on the back end of that capture page, when they give you their email address and their name, and they click that submit button, they should then go to a landing page, and that landing page should give them what you promised them on the capture page. So that's the difference between a capture page and a landing page. A capture page, squeeze page, or opt-in page, they're all the same thing. They are used to capture the name and email address. The landing page is the page that you take the person to once they have given you their name and email address. Okay? So that hopefully clears up the difference between a capture page and a landing page. All right. Now, as we begin to start thinking about creating our capture pages, creating our campaigns, what we're going to do is we're going to work backwards. We're going to work backwards because when you work backwards, you're building out the entire funnel. This is what we call a funnel. A funnel is just where people come in, they get the information, and then they're spit out on the back end. And so in order to create your funnel, you actually have to build it backwards. And you're going to see why we're going to build this backwards as we go along today. So step one is you need to create an email campaign name. So we're going to first create an email campaign. Step two, we're going to load emails into the campaign. So for example, if you decide that you're going to create a campaign on how to get out of debt, then you're going to create that campaign name, but then you have to create several emails that you want to send out over a period of time about debt elimination. And so you may have 5 or 6 emails that you create that talk about debt elimination. And in each email, you're encouraging them to take a look at your business opportunity. You're encouraging them to take a look at a video. You're encouraging them to do something to be engaged so they get closer and closer to what it is that we actually do in our business. All right? So what you want to do is create the campaign name. We're then going to load emails into that campaign. Once we have created the emails, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create the landing page. Now remember, the landing page is the page that they go to receive the information once they've submitted their information to the page, to the squeeze page. So we're going to create the landing page, and then we're going to create the capture page. Now that's the first page that they're going to actually see, and when they put their information into the capture page, it takes them to the landing page. And then finally, we're going to create the Facebook image that you want to have shown on your Facebook page. So these are the steps that we're going to go through. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually go into the online marketing system, and we're going to take a look at how to create these campaigns. So let's do that real quick. So I'm going to log out of the system here, log into the myEcon lead system, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Mr. Gates' account. I do that all the time. So we'll log into his account. He has an elite account. So again, in order to create a campaign, you have to have an elite account. So the first thing that we want to do, remember, is we want to create an email campaign name. All right? And so what I'm going to use tonight is I was talking to the guys over at Nove, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Nove campaign here. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to go over here to the Autoresponder. So we're going to click on Autoresponder on the left-hand side, and so you'll see that we've got all of these different Autoresponder messages. We got pay less in taxes, get a pay raise, and all of these Autoresponders are here. What we want to do, however, is we want to create our own Autoresponders. So I'm gonna delete some of these here just so that it is easy for everyone to see. I'm going to delete some of these Autoresponders that we've changed and updated, and I may go back and show you how we did those, but I'm just going to delete these for simplicity tonight. So we'll delete a few of these out. All right, so here's what we're going to do. The first thing that we need to do is we need to create a campaign. And so what I'm going to do is there's a blue bar here that says add an auto response message. So we're going to click on that, and instead of adding a message, we need to create a new group. This is going to be a new campaign. So we're going to click on where it says create new contact group. And when we click on that, there's a blank page that comes up. This is a bug here. Just close that blank page. That's going to take you right here to this screen here. All right? And so what we want to do here is we want to create a contact group. So where it says add contact group, we're going to add contact group, and we're going to name that contact group Nove. All right? And so I'm going to add that contact group. So now once I add that contact group, you should see Nove in our list here, and you'll see Nove in our list. Now what that basically means is now all of the emails that I create, I'm going to put them inside of the Nove campaign. Okay, so there's a Nove campaign. There's a credit repair campaign, but I've got emails specifically for credit repair. Well, in this case, we're going to have emails specifically for Nove. So the first thing we had to do was create the contact group. We had to create the contact group. Now we're going to put emails inside of that contact group. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go right back to Autoresponders here on the left-hand side. We'll click on Autoresponders, and now I'm going to add an auto-response message. So I'm going to click on that blue button again. This time, instead of creating a new contact group, I'm going to click on the drop-down, and it's going to show me all of the contact groups that exist. And I'm going to look for the one that I created previously, which was called Nove. So we're going to click on the drop down here, and we're looking for the Nove group that we created. There it is. We're going to click on Nove. So Nove shows in the window here. And then we're going to click on Add. Once we click on Add, what it's going to do is it's going to take me to a page where I can create my first autoresponder. Now, my first autoresponder is just like any other email campaign. It just looks just like another email that you can create here. A lot of different things. Now, as I scroll below, these are different codes that you can use inside of your email. So, for example, if you see this tilde, name tilde, this is the contact's first name. So when the person fills out their opt-in, if you're capturing their first name, the system will take their first name and put it in the email. So, for example, I'm going to just copy this right here, tilde name. That's the contact's first name. And then I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to paste this in. And then I'm going to put comma here. Let me tell you about Nove. Okay? So what it's going to do is, right here where it has this tilde name, when a person fills in their opt-in page and it puts in their first name, it's going to take their first name and put it right here in this box here. So if it was me, then it would say, June, let me tell you about Nove. If it was Kim, it would say, Kim, let me tell you about Nove. So this allows you to personalize your emails. So I'm going to go down into the body. I'm going to put in the tilde name. and then I'm just going to type a letter or an email just like I would do. Nove recently partnered with myEcon, and I'll do this, the personal financial success company. And then I'll put to learn more. Click the link below. All right. And then the link below, I'm just going to put in my link here, http ojc.myecon.net. I'll do something just that simple. And then if I want to make this a hyperlink, what I would do here is I would highlight that, and I would go here and click on Insert Link. Click on Insert Link, and then I can type in the link that I want them to go to. And then I would just click OK. And so now what I've done is I've created a hyperlink here. Now I may want to just put sincerely June Collier. And then maybe I want to put my phone number here. And any other information that you want to place, okay? So this is going to be my first email that actually goes out to this person once they opt in. So when I scroll down, it's going to say, when do you want to send this email? Well, this is the first email. So I want to send this email instantly. So it's already checked here for instant. But if I hit the drop down, you can see that I can send it out 1 day, 2 days later, 3 days later, 4 days later. But because this is the first message, I'm going to say instant. So we're going to go ahead and add that message. Once we add that message, it's going to take us back to our preview message. And you're going to see right here, you're going to see the group Nove, and you're going to see the instant message that goes out. And then it says name. Let me tell you about Nove. That's the subject of that message. So let's do one more message. Let's do another autoresponder message. I'm going to create another autoresponder message. I want it to go inside of the Nove group. So we'll click the drop down. We'll find Nove, and then we'll click add. And so what we're going to do is we're going to open up our second email. So I'm going to do that first name again. And then I'm just going to type, this is a second follow-up. Okay? And then first name, I wanted to share something new with you today. Okay? Now, obviously, your email campaigns are going to be a lot nicer than this. They're going to provide a lot more value than this. But there's a lot of different things that you can actually do with this. So I can add photos. So I can insert an image. All right. And so if I have a source of where that image is, I can insert that image there. Okay. Let me give you an example. I think it's called postimg.org. All right. And so this is where I host all of my images. So I'm going to log in to my account here, and I'm going to show you. We're going to use this again today as well. I hope I remember my login here. Forgot my password. Let's do this. So what we can do with our emails is we can place images inside of our emails as well. And so we just have to find where the image is hosted. And I use this site to host my images. So let me go to my Gmail account here real quick and get that password set up. So we can see that. All right. It's running a little slow here tonight. While we're waiting for that to come up, if you have questions or comments, there is a chat box where you can type in your chat box. You're now logged in. All right, my new password has been sent to me. I'm going to go to my images. So here's some images that I actually have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually upload an image. I want to upload an image. So I'm going to click on upload. And then I'm going to choose an image from my computer here. Let's see. I'm going to choose my business card right here. And I'm going to upload that business card. Now that business card has been uploaded to Imager. And you will see that I have all of these links that I can get to that image. So you can actually host images without having to have a hosting provider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that direct link to that image. I'm going to copy that link. And then let's go back to our email that we were setting up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually input an image in my second email. So I'm going to click on Insert Edit Image. And the source would be the link that I just copied. And then I'm just going to click OK. All right, and I probably need to make that a lot smaller. So let me delete that out. I want to make that a lot smaller. Let me go back here. Thumbnail for website. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'll go back here, insert image. So you got to have the right size. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a lot smaller. So I'm going to make this 300. And then I'm going to click OK. And so there's my image inside of the email, right? And then if I wanted to make that image a hyperlink, I could just click on the image. I could click on the hyperlink, and I could link it to my website again. So if I just wanted to make the image a hyperlink, I could do that as well. And I'll click OK. And so now if they click on that image, it's going to take them to my page, okay? So there's a lot of different things that you can actually do here. If you want to change colors, let's just say I want to change the color on this sentence. You can go right here, click on text color, click red. Now we've got, red text that's there. If I want to do bold, I can do bold. I can come here, and now I'm going to bold this red text by doing the bold here, and now my red text is bolded. If I want to make the text larger, I can change the size here by changing the size. All right, so this gives you full editing capabilities here with your email. Now, someone just asked me a question. The question from viewer 25. This is for the elite users, right? No. The autoresponders, you can adjust and edit your autoresponders as a pro user as well. So right now, we're still doing something that pro users can do as well. So pro users can create autoresponders, they can create emails, they can edit emails. So the pro users have this feature available to them as well. All right, so let's just say that this is a email that I'm happy with sending. I've got some photos in it or whatever. Now I want to go down here. When do I want this email to go out? Well, I don't want it to go out instantly because I've already created an instant email to go out. So now I want this email to go out 2 days later. So 2 days later, this email will go out to that person. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Message. And now here's what you're going to see. When they opt in, they're going to get the instant message. And then 2 days later, they're going to get this message. And I can continue to build emails ongoing and ongoing. Let's do one more email just for the purpose here. We're going to select our group, which is Nove. We'll click Add. And then I'm going to put this is the third email, right? and I'm just going to put test 1, 2, 3 here, June Collier, and then I'm going to scroll down here. How many days after they opted in do I want to send this message? So let's just say I'm going to do 2 weeks from now. So that's 14 days. So I'm going to click on 14 days, and then I'm going to click add message. So what you're going to see now is that we've just created 3 email campaigns or 3 emails inside of the Nove campaign. And so they get an instant message. 2 days after that, they'll get this message. And then 14 days from the time that they opted in, they get this third message. And you can go all the way out to a year. So you can go out 52 weeks if you wanted to, right? And so what I recommend is that if you're going to build email campaigns and you're going to be following up with people, you don't necessarily want to follow up with them every day because they'll get tired of that. But what you want to do is you might want to follow up with them instantly, maybe the next day follow up with them, maybe follow up with them the next day after that. And then if they don't, move after you follow up with them 3 times, then maybe wait a week before you send them the 4th one. And then maybe wait another month before you send the 5th one, so that the emails are spread out. They don't feel like you're bombarding them with emails, but you are keeping up with them over time. And so you could set it up where you may have created 10 to 15 emails, and those 15 emails follow up with them over a full year's time. Because see, sometimes people will look at your stuff today and they're just tire kickers. They're just kind of looking around. They're not really serious. But then 2 months from now, something in my life changes and I'm really looking for something, and then all of a sudden I get that email from you. And so when you create these email campaigns, you're able to create them in advance so that all you have to focus on is getting people to your squeeze page, because the rest of it is done. You know that if you can get people into the top of the funnel, which is your squeeze page, then the bottom of the funnel will take care of all of the follow-up. You don't have to remember the follow-up with them 2 weeks later. The computer will actually do that. All right, let's take a look. I got a question that actually came in. Will the emails have myEcon image on them? No, the emails will have exactly what you put in the email. Okay, so you saw that I had a blank template there, and so the email will have whatever you put on it. It'll have your subject line, it'll have your message, and whatever you put in the body of the message. So this is your email. Now let me just say this just for a quick second while I'm saying this. The myEcon online marketing system, we hope that you're using it to promote your myEcon business. However, you're paying for this system. You can promote whatever you want to promote. So if you got a tax business and you want to promote your tax business, this is a tool that you could use to create campaigns around your tax business. Or, maybe you've got some other business, maybe you are a pediatrician and you're in myEcon and you want to follow up with your patients and you want to keep in touch with your patients. You can actually do that with this particular tool. So it's not just related to myEcon, although we do help that you keep it within myEcon, but you can actually build out capture pages for other things. So right now, what we've done is we've created the Nove campaign and we placed 3 emails inside of the campaign. So our next step is to create our landing page. Our landing page. Remember, we want to create our landing page. So what we're going to do now, to create the landing page, you do have to have the elite version. So under the elite version, you're going to see the drag and drop editor. This is what makes it elite. If you have the pro version, you will not be able to do what I'm about to show you. So we're going to click on the drag and drop editor. And we've already got a lot of pages that we've already created. You'll see that I created a Nove page earlier. I'm going to redo this page again. But what I want to do at this point is I want to create a landing page. So what I'm going to do is over in the far right-hand corner, you're going to see this little button with the 3 horizontal lines. We're going to click on that button, and we're going to create a sales web page. That's what we're going to create, a sales web page. So let's go ahead and click on that. All right, when we click on this, we're going to see that it looks like a blank page, But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to add information to this particular page. So let's just say, for example, I want to bring in some, what do I want to do? Let's see. I want to bring in a video with some text. So I'm going to grab where it says video and text, and I'm just going to bring it in right here and just drag it on the box. And you're going to see that a video and some text actually shows up, okay? And then maybe I want to, let me scroll over and see what else I got over here. Maybe I want some social media buttons on my page. So I'm going to grab this social media button here, and I'm going to drop it right below the video, and boom, now you'll see my Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and LinkedIn, okay? And so this is just going to be the landing page that the people go to once they put in their squeeze, all right? And so here's what I'm going to do. Now that I've got all this set up, I got to go in here and change this stuff out. So if I hover, you'll see that there's a pencil here. And with the pencil, I can change the the video that's there, okay? So you can see that I can either bring it from YouTube, Vimeo, or I can use an embed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on YouTube, but we need to go over to YouTube right now. So I'm going to go to YouTube, and let's say here's one. There's a lot of videos that Rico has here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this video, and then what you want to do in order for this to work, you actually want to go in your address bar and grab the content from the address bar. Don't do the share. Don't do the share or it won't work. You need to get the link from the address. So I'm going to grab the link from the address. We're going to copy that. And then we're going to go back to our system, and I'm going to paste in this link here. And because it's with YouTube, I highlighted YouTube. Now, you'll notice that I got the video with text. The text position is off to the right. So I'm just going to click Save Changes. And all of a sudden now, we've got the video in there. Now, let's click on this information here, and I can actually change this information here. So I'm going to put myEcon meeting in Orlando. I don't know where this was at, okay? And then right up under this, I'll put some more content. Watch as he okay. And so you can add as much information here as you want. Now, I also have my I have my social media icons down here. So I want to edit those. So I just move my mouse down here, I click on the pencil icon, and now all I have to do is put in my addresses. So http facebook.com/June Collier. And then, I got Twitter over here, so I'm going to do that one. And you see, it's really easy. It's really just plug and play, okay? And then maybe I don't want the Google+, so I can turn that off. But maybe I want YouTube instead of the Google+. So I'm going to turn YouTube on, and then I'm going to put in my YouTube. Okay, and then my LinkedIn, I'll do my LinkedIn as well. And then I can make them small, medium, or large. I'm going to make them medium, and I'm going to save the changes. And now you'll see they're a little bit larger, okay? Now, this looks like a pretty bland page because it doesn't have any color to it. So if I click on the gear icon over here, I can add some theme color. So, you know, if I choose one of these colors here, it's going to change the color. See, if I click on that blue, it changed the colors down here. It changed my color up here. Okay, that's cool. And then if I want to customize some colors, then I can customize some things. So let's just say I want my footer to be in this yellow. So I'm going to grab this yellow and I'm going to just drag it right here, and I'm just going to drop it. And then it's going to make that yellow down there. Okay, so you'll see that's yellow. All right. And then if I want to change this white and give this white some color, maybe I want to give the white a red color. I'll just drag that red, and I'm just going to drop it, and boom, it is now red. Okay, and so even if I want to change the colors of my titles and my letters here, I can change the letters here to black. If I just put this right over the letters and then drop it, you'll see now it changed that to black. Okay, and maybe I don't like that. Maybe I want it to be white again. I take this color here with the line through it. I grab that and I put it right back over those letters, and then it removes the black. So there's a lot of great features here that you can use to change your colors and change your style. Maybe I don't like these being white. Maybe I want to go in here and make these red. I don't know if it's going to let me do it. It's not. I was going to try to see if I can change the color of the icons. And so the way that I can change the color of the icons, I think if I click on red up here, it did not do it either. There it is. So my hover is red. Okay. And so let's just say that I'm happy with that. I like the way that it actually looks. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click where it says Save and Publish. Save and Publish. So we're going to click on Save and Publish. Now I've got to give this a title. And so I'm going to just title it right now, Nove Landing Page. Okay. And then I can give it the description and some keywords if I wanted to. For time's sake, I'm not going to put any keywords there. But if you want to make sure that your page is search engine optimized, then you might want to use some keywords here. But we're going to go ahead and click Save. Now, what this does, when I click on Save, what it's going to do is it's saving that page. So you can see, here's the page that we just created, all right? But the page has not been published yet. It has only been saved. So now what we want to do is we want to publish this page. So I'm going to click on Publish, and it's going to ask me for this name again. And so this time, it's going to be Nove Landing Page. All right? And I've typed it as one word, okay? Now, if I was redoing this page for the second time and I was overwriting it, then I would overwrite the file. I would use the same name. I would overwrite the file by clicking on Yes, and it would write over the old page. But this is a brand new page, so we don't need to overwrite on this page. Now, the URL is if you wanted them to go to another page after viewing this page. Let's just say you had a button to take them somewhere else, but we don't. This is the landing page. This is where they're going to stop at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Publish. So we're going to click on Publish. Now what it's going to do is it's going to take the next, couple of seconds to start building the page out. And so you're going to wait a couple of seconds, and then it's going to give you the link to the page. And what we want to do is when it builds out the link to the page, we're going to copy that link because we're going to use that link later on in our capture page. So you'll see where it has the link down here. The first thing I want to do is I want to just copy that link. I'm going to copy that link, and I'm just going to open up Notepad and just paste that link in Notepad for right now. All right, so we got that in Notepad. We'll minimize that. And then maybe I want to take a look at the landing page, so I'm going to click on the landing page and take a look at it. And there's the landing page that we just created. Okay, now we could do a whole lot nicer than this. There's headers and there's a whole bunch of things, but this is just for demo purposes. This is the landing page that we just created. All right, so I'm going to close out that landing page. We'll close this box out, and then what I need to do is I now need to create the capture page. So remember, we're working backwards. We created the campaign name, email campaign. We then created the emails. Now we're creating the landing page, okay? Now that the landing page has been created, we want to create the capture page. So let's go and create the capture page. So I'm going to click on Create Capture Page this time. So we're going to create a capture page. Now the capture page is a lot easier to design because they've already given us sort of the design work for us, you know, the different templates. So we got all these different templates here for our capture page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this template right here. It has the video to the left and then the capture page to the right. So I'm going to select that. You'll see a blue box that will highlight around there. And then I want to select a color. So I'm going to select red as my color. And red will be the highlight color around that page there. So the body here, all this stuff will be red. See where that blue is? That stuff will be red. And then I'm just going to click on Next. All right. Now I have the option of using a background image, a background color, or a background video. So I've already created a background image that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and create background image. So we're going to click on background image. And there's a ton of images that you can actually use, right? And if you don't like these images, you can upload your own. So what I did is I created a Nove image and I uploaded that particular image. But let's just say you got your team and you got a picture of your team and you want the picture of your team to be in your background. You can upload your image and then use that image here. All right, so I've already uploaded this image, so there's no need for me to upload it again. What I'm going to do is just select this as my background image. It will be the Nove image. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and click Next. Now, I want to stop here just for a second because you have a preview button up here. If you click on the preview button right now, it's not going to show you anything because you haven't saved the page. So what we got to do is we got to go through the full page before we can actually preview what this page looks like. So on the form, what data do you want to capture? So right now I'm going to capture first name, email, and phone. Let's just say that I don't want to capture the phone. All I got to do is click on it and the blue button goes away. The only thing that I have to capture is email. I don't even have to capture first name. I can get rid of first name and just capture email. But in this case, I'm going to capture the first name and their email. And the reason why I want their first name is because remember when I created the autoresponder, I was using their first name. So I'm going to capture that first name. So I'm going to click on Next. And then we're going to go to the button. See, it says the button. Now, you can either create a button or you can use the buttons that we already have provided for you. So there's tons of buttons that we've already provided for you. All right. Or you can go in and create your own button. You can give it a title. You can give it text for the button. You can give it whatever colors you want, all of that. I'm going to go to the button list. And even if you want to upload a button, you can upload a button here. So what I'm going to do, because we've got this red theme that's kind of going on, I'm going to click on Send Me the Video. So that's going to be the button that I'm going to be using in this capture page. And so now we're just going to click on Next. Now, the next piece here is a little more detailed. Remember, we got a video, so we got to put in our video. So I got my YouTube video here. I can mute the video, but I don't want to mute it because the whole purpose of having the video there so that people can hear. Now, if I was using video as my background, I would mute that. And I'll do another capture page with a video in the background. Do I want the video to auto start? What that means is when a person comes to that capture page, do you want the video to automatically start playing? So I'm going to go ahead and say yes, I want the video to auto start. Do I want the video to loop? Here's what that means. If they don't do anything and the video ends, the video will replay itself again. And I'm just going to say, no, I don't want it to loop. And then it says, what video do you want to show? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to YouTube and I'm going to go back to the original video that I wanted to use. In this case, This is the myEcon presentation. So I'm going to use this video right here. And all I'm going to do is grab, again, the information in the header. All right? So I'm going to copy that. And then we're going to go back here and we're going to paste this video. All right? And I did something here real quick. Hold on one second. Put this right back there. All right. So now what I've done is I pasted the video there. Now, do I want a footnote below the video? Well, I could choose none. There's a default list. Here it says get instant access now, get your free system now, don't delay, take action now. I'm going to just click on don't delay, take action now. And then what kind of image copy do I want to use? So we already got some that's designed. You could actually upload your own. You can see that you can upload your own. Or if you want to create text, you can click on text and you can write out the text of what you want. So to make this very quick, I'm just going to click on the image, and I'm going to click on this one. I've been looking for this opportunity all my life. Now I'm sharing it with you. So I'm going to click on that. You'll see where it says, I've been looking for this opportunity all my life. Now I'm going to share it with you. And then we're going to click on next. And then finally, we're going to give this page a title. So Nove capture page, page description, Nove, page keywords, Nove. And then we're going to click save. All right. So now that we've actually saved this, you'll see sort of what it's going to look like. You don't get a chance to see the full version of what it's going to look like, but you're going to see sort of what it's going to look like. Now what we have to do is we need to publish this. So just like we did before, we're going to click on publish, and we're going to give it the name. So Nove capture page. Okay. Do you want to overwrite this file? Well, this is a brand new file, so there's no need for me to overwrite it. So we're going to click no. Which email series would you like for this page? Remember, we created the Nove email series. So I'm going to hit my drop down, and I'm looking for Nove. So there's Nove. So now you understand why we did the emails first. Because when we got here, if you had not done the emails first, you wouldn't have had anything to select. So remember, when you're building the system, you got to build it backwards. You got to build it backwards, okay? And then it says, where do you need the user to go after capturing their information? Well, there's a generic thank you page, but we don't want them to go to that. We want them to go to that landing page. So remember, I had the address to the landing page. So I'm going to open up my notepad, and I'm going to copy the address that I had set up for my landing page. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to paste it here. So again, if I had not created the landing page first, when I got here, I would not have had anything to send them to. So again, you now understand why we're building backwards going forwards. Okay, now that I have done that, let me go ahead and put the HTTP here, because it's going to require that, HTTP, okay? And I'm going to click publish. So we'll click publish, and now it is publishing our page. So while it's doing that, I got a question that's coming in. Let me see what the question is. Is it possible to embed the YouTube video instead of copying the link in the address bar? The reason I ask is that when my video ends, YouTube displays several other videos that someone can click on. My prospect may start browsing YouTube and forget about my content. Good question. So the answer to that is yes, you can use the embed code. You can use the embed code. Great question. So now what we've done here is we've created a link to our capture page. So I'm going to copy that link here. I'm going to put that in here. And then let's go take a look at that capture page. Where did it go? Where did it go? Seems like I lost it. All right, here's where we can go. I'm going to go back to myEcon Online Marketing. I'm going to go to My Published Pages, My Capture Pages. All right, and here's the one that I just created. Here's the one I created right here, Nove Capture Page. So if I click on that, you're going to see I've been looking for this opportunity all my life. Put my information here. I don't know why the video is not auto starting. Oh, something's wrong with the video. So this happens, all right? So the video didn't play. So I need to go back and take a look at my link. I also noticed that what I may end up having to do is change my background because it's covering up the Nove icon here, okay? And maybe my color that I should have used was blue because the icon here was blue. So let's go back and just kind of clean this up. I'm glad that this actually happened because you need to see what happens when it doesn't go right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our drag and drop editor. This is our page right here that we created. So you can edit it here. So I'm going to click on edit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color from red to blue. So let's use this blue right here. I'm going to select blue. I'm going to go to the next. I'm going to have to use a different. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? This time I'm going to use a background video, and I've created some background videos. Let me show you what I did here with the background videos. Let's see, where is it? So I provide you with background videos. I believe I do that under the Elite University. I'm getting started. Here we go, motion background video clips. And so I got some YouTube motion video clips. So I got all of these different motion video clips that are available. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose, this one. Because I think the video is, so I want to put the video right here up under this wall. So I'm going to grab this link here, copy, and then I'm going to go back. All right, so let me go back to the templates. This time I want the video to be over on the right-hand side. So I'm going to select the right-hand side right here. And I selected blue. We'll go to next. And this time, instead of the image, the Nove image, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I want a motion background video. So we'll go back here where it says background video. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to choose YouTube. I'm going to type in the link. I do want it to loop, and I do want it to be muted. So we'll click on that, click next. I still copied the data that I wanted to copy. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with sending me the video. We'll click on next. This is where I had trouble because my video was not playing. So let's go back and take a look at that video, the Nove video. And I'm just going to refresh this video just to make sure I copy the right address here. Let's see here. All right. I'm hoping that this is going to work here with this. All right, so let's go back to our link here and let's paste that link in there. It looks like it's the same link. It's a YouTube link. I selected auto start. All right, we'll go to next. We'll click save. Let's take a look at what it will do for us. So this is going to be the link here. Nove Capture. I think that's what we named it. Did we name it Capture Page? Name it Capture Page. And yes, we're going to overwrite this time. We're going to send it to Nove. And then the landing page was this landing page that we created. So let's do a quick publish. And let's see if that works for us. I don't know why that video didn't play. I don't know what maybe I copied something wrong. Not quite sure. All right, so it just created the link. Let's click on the link and see if it works for us. Okay. I have no idea why that video is not working. And the other YouTube video isn't working in the background either. Error occurred. All right. Let's try a different video. All right. Give me one. I'm going to try this one more time to see if it's the link to the video. So I'm just going to go here to the content. I'm going to change out the video. We will overwrite Nove. So these are the challenges sometimes when you're building these capture pages. You're trying to figure out what's going on. So this happens to the best of us. So we'll see what we got going on here. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to go to Vimeo and use a Vimeo link to a video and see if it might be the link that we're just copying for some reason. Okay. So for some reason, it was that video. Let's do this because the background isn't playing in this particular video. I don't know what it was with that particular video, why I didn't like that video. So we're going to go back and I had some background videos here. Let's see. These are some motion videos that I'm gonna see if I can get here. Give me 1 second. I know what I'm looking for. Okay, I think I know why that didn't work. Let me just grab this right here. All right, we're going to go back and edit this thing one more time. And background. Click on background. I'm going to enter this new video here for this background. All right. Here goes to settings. We'll click save. And then I'm going to publish this video here. I'm going to overwrite. I'm going to use the Nove here, and instead of the generic link, we're going to type in the link that we copied earlier. And then we're going to publish that. All right, and then I'm going to click on this link just to see if everything works the way it's supposed to work. And there we go. So you can see in the background, we've got some background video in the background. The young lady is moving in the background while we have the actual video playing in the capture page itself. So for whatever reason, I captured a link wrong. And notice how I didn't do a loop on this video. So it played one time and then it stopped. So this is why you want to loop the video. I could have looped the video so she was in the background, she would have kept moving. So if I just refresh this again, she's moving in the background. But what I should have done is loop the background so that she would constantly be moving in the background. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in our name. So I'm going to type in June here. I'm going to type in my email address, and I'm going to say send me the video. So I'm going to click on send me the video. What it should do now is take me to our capture page, which is our landing page, which is where it takes us. I can now watch the information. And then if I go check my email, I should get an email, that instant email. So I'm going to go to my email here and hit refresh. And there's an email from Mr. Larry Gates, and it says, June, let me tell you about Nove. And if I click on that, there's the email with my link that I can click on to go to my capture page. Okay, so this allows me to go to that particular capture page. Or not to the capture page, but to my myEcon website. So as you can see, this does exactly what it is designed and supposed to do. We had to tweak it a little bit, but it is working. So now, 2 days later, I'll get the next email, and then 14 days from now, I'll get the third email. So this is how that actually works with my email system. All right, so now that we have that set up, we got all of that set up. Now you might say, well, I want to promote this capture page on my Facebook page, right? So let's close this out. Let's go back to your myEcon page here. We're going to go down here where your published pages are. We're going to click on published pages. Let's see, where's the page? Oh, I'm not in Mr. Gates's. I'm not in Mr. Gates's page here. I'm on mine. Let me log back in as Mr. Gates. So if I log back in under Mr. Gates, so we logged into his system. If he goes to his published pages, he's got his capture pages that he's created. Okay, my capture pages. We click on that. This is the Nove capture page that we've created here, this one right here. And so if I click on that, it takes me to that particular page. We've seen that. So I'm going to grab this link up here. I'm going to copy it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to Facebook, and I want to paste because I want to promote my capture page, right? So if I promote my capture page, I'm going to click on paste here. And you're going to notice, I'm going to paste it as so only I can see it. If I post this, you're going to notice that it doesn't give me what I really want. The image, none of the stuff that I really want, right? So that doesn't look good. So what I want to do is I want to create an image that I want my capture page to actually see, or I want Facebook to actually see. So this is where you go back to the post image, and what I've done is I've already uploaded an image. So this is the image that I uploaded. So if I click on this image that I uploaded here to this site, this is the image that I've uploaded. This is the image that I want people to see. Or I could go back and create an image with no V on it. So this is the image that I want people to see. So I'm going to go up here and click on share. And I want to get the direct link to that image. This is the direct link to that image. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put this in my notepad just for a second. All right. So here's what you got to do. If you go back to your myEcon page and you go to your published pages, these are all the pages that I have created. And so we're just going to take this particular page right here, paycheck to paycheck. If you go to edit, click on edit, there's a piece of code that you need from the header. You're going to need this piece of code from the header. All we're going to do is copy this code, and then we're going to go back to our page that we just created. So let's go back to our page that we just created, and we're going to click on edit. And you're going to notice that nothing is in the header. So we're going to paste that code into the header. Now what this code basically tells Facebook is to show this particular image right here, right? And so what I want to do is I'm going to grab the image that we copied earlier, and I'm going to replace it. I'm going to click copy, and I'm going to paste it right there, okay? So I've replaced it, all right? So now I'm going to click Save Changes to that, and then I'm going to go over here to Basic Settings. Under Basic Settings, you'll see the title of the page. So it says No Vague Capture Page. I'm okay with that. I'm now going to go to the Advanced Settings of that page and just kind of look at everything. See where it says Description? Here's where you want to write in, this is what you will see on Facebook. Okay? So I'm just going to put that right there for a description. And then I'm going to save that. We'll go down here and we'll save that change. All right? Now what I have to do is, and I hope you guys are with me, because this is kind of funny. So now what I have to do is, if I go back to the published page and go look at my page again, looks the same. If I capture that link, copy that link, and now go back to Facebook, and I'm going to delete this one. Let me delete this one real quick. If I go back to Facebook and I post that link again, you would think that I'm going to have my photo, but I don't. I have the same problem, even though I just updated everything. And that's because Facebook has to be scraped. Because I changed some things, it now has to be scraped. So here's what I mean by scrape. If you go to Google and type in Facebook Debugger, what you want to do is you want to paste your link to your capture page in here. So you're going to paste your link and you're going to click on Debug. And what it's going to do is it's going to show you what you're going to see in Facebook if you post it on Facebook. Well, you'll notice that this is not what you want to see. So this little button right here says scrape again. So I'm going to scrape it again. It doesn't show what I want it to see. I'm going to scrape it one more time. And now when I scrape it the second time, you'll see the image that it pulled, and you will see the message that I pasted here. This is what you want to see on Facebook. So when we make the changes and we want Facebook to pull our images, sometimes we have to come to this debugger and we have to scrape it a couple of times so that Facebook will actually capture the new information that we pasted. So now if I go back to Facebook and paste my link again, I'm gonna delete this one. If I go back and I paste that link one more time, this time it should work. Boom. You now see that it now works. I'm going to click post, and now I have my image that I want, and I have the message that I want up under here. So I could change all of that information. Remember, if I go back to my capture page here, and I go down here to edit, I'm going to just go to my advanced settings. Under my advanced settings, that is where all of the information is. So where it says no vague capture page, and the description says this is what you will see. If you go back to Facebook, you'll see it says no vague capture page. This is what you will see on Facebook. So that's where you would change that information. You could type in whatever you want to type in and save it, but note that you need to go to Facebook Debugger to scrape it a couple of times for it to refresh and show the image that you wanted to see. Okay? So hopefully I didn't confuse you on that. We will have the replay video available so that you can see it again, but I want to make sure that I did not confuse you on that. So we still got a lot of people that's on the call. We're at the hour. If there are any questions that you have, go ahead and type in your questions. I'm gonna close right here. I'm gonna stop right here and answer any questions because I don't want to go over anything else because I don't want to overwhelm you for tonight. So any other questions that you might have, go ahead and type it into your chat box, and I am going to open up the call here in just a second. So those of you who have not found the chat and would just like to ask, I'm going to do that. So let me open up the call real quick. All right, the call is open. Are there any questions that are on the call for tonight's training? Any questions on the call for tonight's training? All right. All right, I will take that as there are no questions. Hopefully with the challenge that I had today with the videos, hopefully that didn't confuse you guys. But what you should see is that sometimes there's some things that may not work. And I copied that YouTube video, and for whatever reason, I don't know why the link didn't work, why that YouTube video didn't work. But I went back and I just kind of played around with it to see, you know, what if I pulled another video link? Would it work with another video link? And so you got to sometimes play around with that stuff to see what is actually working and what isn't working. So hopefully you got an opportunity to see a live demonstration of what happens when it doesn't work exactly the way that you want it to work, and how you go in and sort of, you know, just go in and kind of figure out what's going on. Because it does work. It's just sometimes we copy the wrong link, or we don't copy the link correctly. And so we got to go in and kind of play with that. So since there are no more questions that are coming in, this replay will be available within 24 to 48 hours in your myEcon back office. I definitely recommend, once you get the hang of the online marketing system, go ahead and upgrade to the Elite so that you can start creating your own capture pages with your own background images, with your own videos, with your own email campaigns. If you have other businesses, you can use this tool for other businesses so that you can capture leads and capture information. And I promise you, this is a great tool for you to be able to do that. So without any further ado, I'm going to close the call out tonight. I don't see any other questions that are coming in. We do this call every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be posting. I usually post a couple of hours before the training what we're going to cover on the call. And if you have any special requests, if there's any special requests for the training call, please make sure that you email me. You hit me up on Facebook. You hit us up in our Facebook, and let us know what it is that you want to be covered. So the reason why I covered this tonight was because I got a couple of people that said that they wanted to learn how to create their own capture pages. So that being said, I want to thank everyone for being on the call. We'll do this call again next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for being on the call. Good night. God bless, and we'll see you next Tuesday.